Hey, what's up, people? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, people. This me, Ben the Messenger, man. I'm on here with another video, man. Title of this video right here is gonna be people. A lot of people get unalived, and a lot of bad things happen to a lot of people nowadays because people don't know how to mind their business. If people just knew how to mind their business, and if people knew how to just stay to themselves and did their own thing and stop sticking their nose into other people's affairs and getting in stuff that don't involve them, that don't concern them, and that don't got nothing to do with them, they would be okay. People nowadays are just very, very nosy. Most of the time, a lot of people are very nosy, especially if you stay in an apartment, if you stay like in an apartment complex or anywhere, but especially in apartment complexes where you're living amongst a lot of people, you won't always have certain neighbors that's just nosy, that just sit up and watch you and watch what you do all the time and trying to see what you got going on. People are just very, very nosy, and just don't know how to mind their business and stay to that and stay to themselves and worry about them. They too busy wanting to worry about what you got going on, what you doing, saying what you doing in your business. And that's why a lot of times, you may stay to yourself, you may mind your business, and that's okay because I know I'm like that. And sometimes you just sit back and you see all these people that's always in everybody's face, that's always in large groups and large huddles, out in your apartment complex or wherever you live at. And you may notice that you see them all the time, always into it, always arguing, always in some drama. That's why I say, man, it's best to be alone. It's better to be alone by yourself and to have peace and sanity and to just be able to just do what you want to do when you want to do it on your own time than to have a bunch of friends and to be around a bunch of people and just have drama because the less people, the less drama. The less, the better. The more friends, the more people, the more acquaintances, if you want to say, the more people that you have, it's going to be more drama. People are just very nosy. People are always sticking their nose in someone else's business, always getting involved in something, in a fight, in an argument that don't have nothing to do with them. Because people are just messy like that. People are just very toxic, dramified, and just love conflict, you know. And people don't know, man. It's the people that stay to themselves. It's the people that mind their business and stay out the way. Them the ones that survive. Them the ones that make it to see another day. Sometimes you just gotta be low key. You know, you gotta keep a low profile. Don't tell people too much about you. Don't let people know too much, and don't let people see too much of what you got. Because people are also very jealous and very envious too. We know that. A lot of people don't believe in jealousy, but jealousy is very real. A lot of people are just very jealous, can be very jealous of anyone. Just the fact they feel like that a person has more than them, a person is doing better, a person look better. Oh yeah, all that type of stuff. They feel like some people feel like just because you're quiet and you stay to yourself and you don't want to be bothered with them and you don't want to be in their little clique and their little group, and because you don't want to engage in they gossip and they mess, a lot of people feel like that you think you better than them, you acting bougie or you slick or you can't be trusted or you grimy. No, you can just see through people because you have good discernment. God has given you good discernment and you can see through the mess and the gossip and the slander and the trouble that these people have. and just drama and mess and unnecessary beef that you don't need, because you are already dealing with your own personal day-to-day life issues. So you don't need that. So it's just, and people don't have no respect nowadays. People are very disrespectful, and feel like that they can just say what they want to say, do what they want to do to people. And we're living in a day and time, in this day and age, a lot of people are just not going for that. You say something to the wrong person, it's consequences. Yes, it's a free country. People can say whatever they want to say. Nobody can control nobody's mouth. But like I said this before, just because you can do it or say it, don't necessarily mean that you should. People need to learn to have some respect out here in person, in real life. And this goes for on this internet too. Like how I talk about how some of these trolls come on here and be talking crazy and just be being disrespectful. And how some of them, you're going to say something to the wrong person. And the person going to track you down and track down your location and find out what state and what city you live in and come look for you and come see about you and come see about what type of time you really on. It's just it's just real easy to live life, man, and to stay out of drama. If you just mind your business, people just mind their business. Stop being in everybody else's business. Stop being so nosy, and just do your own thing and just live your own life. Things would be so much peaceful. And if everybody would, sometimes humble themselves, humble themselves, what I'm saying, humble themselves and let go of the pride and the ego and who's tougher. And, I see a lot of YouTubers, that, that talk about, how good they can fight and how good that's good to be confident in yourself and to know that you can defend yourself. But, what I'm saying, people, a lot of times, especially some of us guys, some of us, we tend to really have insecurities, really low self-esteem. We want to prove to everybody that we're tough, that we're hard, that we're bad. And my thing is, if you know what you're truly capable of, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody, man. You know what you got to, you know what you can do. You know what you're capable of doing. You ain't got to really talk much about it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to try to convince people that you hard, that you tough. And so what? Let people talk. Let people think what they want to think. Because if they put their hands on you and if they see you in real person, if they see you in real life, and if they try something with you, they going to find out real quick. Because see, one thing I say on this internet, on this YouTube, people talk and run off at the mouth. On this YouTube, this is not real life. This is just entertainment. This online internet stuff. Out here in society, out here in the streets, out here, that's real life. So, and most people that talk a lot of smack online and then, what I'm saying, online and on this internet, keyboard warrior, you meet them in person, majority of them won't bust a grape in the food fight, won't do nothing, won't even stare at you, won't even look you, don't even got the heart, don't have the same energy to look you in your face. So people just gotta learn respect, just gotta learn to respect people. It's okay to respect your fellow man. It's okay to respect your fellow sister. So just want to come on here and say that. The reason why people end up getting hurt, unalived, and bad stuff is always happening to people nowadays is because they're very disrespectful. and they're very cocky and very arrogant. And a lot of people feel like that they bad and untouchable and invincible, and no one knows how to mind their business. So if anyone liked this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave and share a comment down below. Let me know y'all thoughts on this video. Until then, I'll see y'all some other time, and I appreciate all the ones that watch and support my channel. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Peace out. Ben the Messenger.